Jen and Greg are very happy that there's so many people here to celebrate. So as my family will probably attest, I'm one that rarely will get up and give a real long toast. Kavita usually gets up at our family occasions and gives these very spontaneous, very heartfelt toasts. So I'm doing this for the both of us and for our family tonight. So to start off with, growing up with Jen, there are a lot of words I can use to describe her. And for the purposes of tonight's toast, I'm going to use two of them in particular. One is meticulous, and one is what might be perceived as indecisive. And I'm going to get back to both of those. I don't want it to have a negative connotation. So for those of you that know Jen well, especially many of her dental classmates, you know that she is very meticulous. And she inherits that from my dad, who's also very meticulous. And sometimes my mom and myself and our friends may give them a hard time about that. But I think it's actually a very good quality that's helped them get to where they are today. So one of the running jokes in our family was when growing up, we used to have these blue crab dinners, and we just did one recently with the Dumpty family. It's a lot of fun. And we would give Jen... What's that? And the Patel/Dumpty family, I'm sorry. So one of the ways that Jen demonstrates her meticulous nature is we would joke that she would spend an hour working on one blue crab. So we'd have 3 or 4 dozen for the family. My parents had never been accused of under-ordering. And Jen would work on one for an hour, but she was very persistent, very meticulous. She would get every morsel of meat out and just enjoy everything that one little blue crab had to offer. So, what's that? It was a little project, that's how she was. So, the other word that I used was that she can sometimes be, perceived as being indecisive, but I think that that's not the case. Both she and my father both share this quality as well. And I think that they're both just very analytical. I think they embrace their meticulous tendencies to analyze every detail of every situation before they make a decision. But as a result of that, almost every decision they make turns out to be a very good one and one that they're content with for the rest of their lives. So, and there are many examples with Jen. I mean, there are mundane examples from things like paint colors or door handles or her car. Going through school, she took a couple extra years to decide her major. But I don't think anyone would argue that she's really happy with what she's doing now. She's very good at doing it. So now to Jen and Greg. To look down at my notes here. So Jen has dated a number of people on and off over the years and has never really found anyone that she's felt to be a perfect match for her. But as with everything else, she has used those experiences to meticulously analyze every detail that she wants in a partner. And she knew that when she found that person, it was going to be someone she'd be happy with for the rest of her life. Eventually, she was introduced to Greg by Brian Litsky, who's here tonight. And I think, once she knew exactly what she wanted. Once she met Greg, she knew that right away that he was going to be the one. I don't think it took a lot of time. I've known Greg myself for about 1.5 years now, so not much more superficially than many of the people in the room. But I'll tell you, he's not just another handsome face. He's got a lot of other good qualities. He's very warm and thoughtful. He's generous. He has a lot of things in common with Jen. They enjoy cooking and eating, which is another reason he'll fit well with our family, of course. They exercise together. They like traveling. So I think those things are going to make them very happy together. He fit immediately into our extended family. I found him right away very easy to converse with. He never felt like he needed to impress everyone. He was a star at even the Jewish holiday dinners. He did very well. He even cleared the dishes from the table, which my mom appreciated. So it was great. He was able to converse with my grandmother. My kids loved him right away. They couldn't wait to see him. It was like he'd already been their uncle for years. So he's got a lot of great qualities. And I've gotten to spend some personal time with Greg at the beach. We've gone jogging together. We went out and had some burgers and beer. So he's a great guy. I know this is dragging on, but it's coming to an end soon. So in conclusion, Jen spent many years searching for her soulmate. and she's been meticulously analyzing exactly what she wants in a person, and she's found every one of those qualities in Greg. And as she did with the blue crab, she'll enjoy every morsel of happiness that this relationship has to offer. And these two will have a very long, very happy marriage. So I toast to you guys.